Hello and welcome to German Lessons with Mr. Ferguson. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zum Deutschunterricht mit Herrn Ferguson. Diese Vokabelstunde für Anfänger, this vocabulary lesson for beginners, ist die Fragewörter, question words. Before wir anfangen, please don't forget to like this video. Bitte klickt gefällt mir. And to subscribe to my channel so that I can keep helping you with your German. Bitte vergesst nicht zu abonnieren. When you're starting to learn a language, one of the most important things to ensure that you master is the question words. Most of your communication in the early days is based around pointing and asking a question word. So let's learn the most common ones and how they work. Let's go. Los geht's. The first thing I'm going to explain is how to form do you questions by using something called inversion. If you don't know what inversion is, it's a good idea to check out my video explaining it by clicking the banner in the top right corner now. In English, we use the question word do to start questions, such as, do you like pizza? In German, to form this question, we actually need to say, like you pizza? Magst du Pizza? Siehst du mich? Literally, see you me. But this actually means, do you, informal singular, see me? Or are you seeing me? The first and arguably most useful question word is was, meaning what. This will make up around 90% of new learners' questions, mainly when used with Was ist das? What is that? Was ist dein Lieblingsfilm? What is your, informal singular, favourite film? The second is wo, meaning where. Wo wohnst du? Where do you live? Wo ist Lara? Where's Lara? The next is wann, when. This question requires a time or a date as an answer. And so if you don't know how to tell the time in German yet, you can learn that by clicking the banner now. Wann hast du Geburtstag? Literally, when do you have birthday? But it means when is your birthday? Wann beginnt die Schule? When does school start? The next and somewhat versatile question word is wie, which means how. Wie alt sind Sie? How old are you in a formal sense? Wie findest du Berlin? How do you, informal singular, find, or how are you finding Berlin? We also see the word wie in the phrase Wie geht es dir, which means how are you in the informal singular sense. If you aren't aware of how to ask someone how they are in German, you can go back and watch that video by clicking this banner now. The word wie can also be used as part of a very important phrase for beginners, which is wie bitte, which means pardon, and you use this for when you haven't heard what someone said, or you just need it repeating. Finally, you can use wie in the following way. Wie ist dein Haus? How is your house? In this example, it actually means, what is your house like? Building on wie, we need to know wie viel, how much. This phrase is only useful when combined with numbers, so do make sure to learn how to count to 1 billion by clicking the banner in the upper right corner of the screen now. Wie viel kostet das? How much does that cost? Wie viel Geld brauchst du? How much money do you need? We use wie viel with what we call uncountable nouns. To figure out what an uncountable noun is, you can try putting a number in front of it. 3 water doesn't make sense, so water is uncountable. We can therefore say, wie viel Wasser ist da drin? How much water is in there? For countable nouns, we can use wie viele, how many. Wie viele Geschwister hast du? How many siblings do you have? Wie viele T-Shirts möchtest du kaufen? How many t-shirts would you like to buy? The next question word is warum, why. You can also use the word wieso, how come, to achieve the same thing. Warum lernt ihr Deutsch? Why do you, informal plural, learn German? Or why are you learning German? Wieso kommst du so spät an? Why are you, informal singular, arriving so late? The final question word to be discussed here is wer, which means who. Be careful of this one. It's what we call a false friend, meaning it sounds just like an English word, where, but it means something totally different. Wer is also a slightly more complex question word than the others we've discussed, and this is because it declines into different cases. If you want to know more about the accusative and dative case forms of wer, keep an eye out for my Advanced Question Words video, which will be arriving into the Advanced Vocabulary playlist very soon. The word wer is used as follows. Wer sind Sie? Who are you in a formal sense? Wer hat das gesagt? Who said that? So, those are the necessary question words to get started in A1 to A2 beginners German. If you're enjoying these videos, please help me to continue bringing you new content by clicking the banner now to buy me a coffee. Danke im Voraus. Thanks in advance. It's a good idea to pause the video now to have all the basic question words, as well as the way we form do you questions by using inversion in one place. Gibt es weitere Fragewörter, die ihr verstehen möchtet? Are there any other question words you would like to understand? If you come across anything that I haven't covered, please do add them in a comment below. Bitte schreibt einen Kommentar. Also, please don't forget to click subscribe to receive all of my German lesson videos, language learning tips and updates. You can also follow me on Instagram with the username Herr Ferguson and on Twitter under @Herr Ferguson. Otherwise, from me, it's Danke und auf Wiedersehen.